Okay. Now before I waste time asking questions, how high up are we already?
How high up? Well, this is a good cold open, by the way. But you guys are, you're on the second floor, so you're like 25 feet up.
Ah, is it a metal building or brick building?
Metal.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna finally do what I've been meaning to do with my grip hands.
Wow, it took 42 episodes.
Yeah.
You finally managed to
Only
find
42.
to find a reason to use your magnetic grips.
Yep. But you can do the intro and then we can get back to it.
No, actually, I refuse.
Oh, no intro. Sorry guys. You know who we are already. You know how it is.
Last time
Damn, bro,
on
damn,
Dragon
that's
Ball
crazy.
Z, these two Galoompas decided that they wanted to get paid to shoot up a bar, so they figured out that they could get paid. And then they went up to the second floor and they knocked out two goons. Well, they knocked out one goon, they killed two more, and they knocked out the boss. And now they're, I guess, gonna chuck him out a window or something like that. Episode 42 as well. Big number. So yeah, what do?
I just realized I muted myself and muted my mic. That was bad.
Wow.
Is there anything of note in this guy's building, office that I can steal? Like, his social security number or something like that?
I mean, he has a computer. Like,
Is it
like a
open?
huge, like 10-foot wide, like wall to ceiling or floor to ceiling, like smart TV.
I don't know how we're gonna steal that. Huh. But is there a I'll check his computer, see what's on it. If it's open.
It probably wouldn't be because he was watching television when you guys kicked the door down.
So password lock.
Yes, and you guys do not have a hacker anymore.
God
Kyra's dead,
damn it,
actually.
Kyra.
Yeah, he's deceased. His sister woke up from her drug coma and shot him dead.
We told him to kill his sister. He's like, no, don't kill my sister. She's good. Honestly,
The
should listen
nerve
to
of
us
some
talk.
people.
Honestly. But yeah, so you can't. I mean, you could try to get into the computer, but you aren't a hacker, man.
I don't think I'd successfully get into his computer unless like I investigated like his phone or something. Does he have a phone? Can I like hold it up to his unconscious face and unlock it?
I mean, yeah, you could use his like fingerprint or whatever to unlock it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Try to find his password on his phone.
I don't think his like computer password would be on his phone.
Well, what would be on his phone? Just searching through like messages.
A
I'm
lot of
not gonna open up
like.
that gallery.
Well, there's a bunch of different contacts that are all like you assume in like code. A bunch of it is in Spanish, because he is like Mexican basically. A lot of it appears to be of the criminal nature.
Okay. Well, unless the other two want to try to hack into his computer, I'm gonna try to find like a wallet, some cash, something.
He doesn't have any money on his person.
What about in the office? Is there anything of like value besides the TV?
Well, he has like a bedroom, a nice bedroom, and there's like tchotchkes and stuff, like paintings, sculptures, random bits and bobs you could steal if you wanted. But
Where would we sell that? I forget. Would we have to wait to sell that or no?
I mean, you need to find a fence for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that unconscious guy, as I turn to bonus and would be like, are we just gonna, or are we gonna like wake him up and then after talking, or do we not care about this guy?
What do you- I mean, depends. Are we gonna go after more Aztech locations, or are we done with that?
I mean, I'm done with that. I don't know about Cairo, but like, you know,
No, actually, I don't know.
what I'm saying is, I don't think so personally, but we could always just wake him up in some like secluded location and then kill him.
Hmm. 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 I see.
Hmm. I also, which way is gonna bring the car around to the side of the building?
There isn't a side of the building because it's backed up against other ones. It's either the front or the back.
And which way is this guy's window?
His windows, there's a couple facing the back, and like the bedrooms and stuff. Most of them are facing the side. You could take him into the hallway, and you could put him out in the front that way. But there's a bouncer and like a line of people out front, so.
Well, what about the back of the building then? Is there a way
uh,
to access that through one of these hallway windows or no?
there are windows in like the bedrooms that lead out there.
Hmm. Okay. Um, I wouldn't. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna check to see if any of them are occupied.
The bedrooms, no,
Oh, none of them are.
nope.
Huh. Then I quickly take both bodies and sneakily move it into there just in case. Like move it into one of the unoccupied rooms so I can jump out the back.
Okay.
Cool. And did Dr. Delay ever tell us how we're going to prove how many people we kill or what?
They would send an LSSI team to like the coroner that comes in to clean up the mess. You would report back to them, and then like you would get your money after that.
Oh. Hmm. I guess we can wake up the boss then and kill the goon because I don't feel like killing the goon. They're like, now we have to go all the way to this warehouse. Unless that doesn't matter, you know.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. What about you two? Do you care about killing this goon now and later? Now or later, I mean.
I'll shrug. He is meaningless as far as I'm concerned.
And bonus.
Bonus takes out his boot knife and stabs the goon in the back of his neck and his brainstem, killing him instantly.
Sounds about right. God, am I really about to do that? No, I'm not. That's nasty. Okay. I take the boss and I wait for the car to come around as I lock the door.
Who's bringing the car?
And yes, who is bringing? I hand the keys
I
to
could
whoever's bringing the car.
probably go switch into a disguise and then walk out the door, walk back in the door after I get the car.
Okay.
Okay, so Oid, you could, what do you? Because you previously were disguised as like a random man number one. So.
No, he was disguised as his cousin. Remember?
Oh yeah, the random goon. Are you gonna remain as that guy, or are you going to, you know?
I'm going to switch to random civilian number 2. And then I'm
Alright.
gonna go downstairs, walk out the door, get the car.
Alrighty.
I'm not gonna walk back in the building. I'm just gonna send a message to the guys, be like, I've arrived.
Okay, so you drive around the block, and you get the car around, and you pull up to like the entrance to the alley that leads into the rear of the building, and you see parked out the back of the club is a rather large, like gray van, and there are a bunch of Aztech thugs milling about, talking, smoking.
Alright.
A few of them are moving boxes in and out of the back of the club.
I'll, take a quick pic, illegally, of course, can't take pictures of people without their consent. I'm literally breaking the law. And I'm gonna send
The
it.
police quantum tunnel to your location and instantly kill you.
Oh my god! You didn't tell me this was cyberpunk. God.
Not before you took a picture of them.
But yeah, so I'll take a quick pic of this, despicable manual labor, and I'll send it to the team and be like, payday question mark?
Oh. Well, that sucks. But it doesn't. Because I'm just gonna have to Assassin's Creed, grip my way sideways across the whole building while carrying this guy. You know? No?
I mean, if you want to do that, you can.
Would I get caught?
You need to make a stealth check.
Okay. What about bonus? Can't he walk through the front door anyways?
I mean, he can walk like outside, yeah, and then walk back around.
Okay. Let me get my. Oh god. I'm very sorry. Nice. Did I even make any rolls for the grips or no?
No, it just work.
Cool. Then I'll sneak by with a nice 10 to go around the whole side of the building like a spider while carrying this guy. And then when
Why are
I'm
you
out of,
carrying the dude?
well, how else am I gonna get the body?
Well, it makes it such a disadvantage because you're having to use in a waste, like you can't hold him and also stick like that hand, like that arm to the wall. So, all
All right. Well, I got an 8 then.
right, you're still fine. So you begin crawling down. You see that there are the 4 thugs hanging about.
Mm-hmm. Then I crawl sideways so I can like wrap around the building and crawl down and stuff the guy in the car. I don't like that sound.
Hey man, you see the battle map, right?
The battle. Oh man, where am I?
You'd be like over here somewhere, but like up.
Oh man, this is not optimal. Fuck. Huh.
Also, there are like security cameras. There's like a camera like here. There's one like here. They're dotted around.
Oh man. This is not an easy building to climb. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm. There's no way I could use the shape of the building to crawl above the security cameras, right?
I mean, you could, but if you were to like, you could like stay above them and like not be in line of sight. But if you drug down in the wrong spot, then they'll see you anyway.
Well, I was planning to jump down by those dumpsters. Unless the building right next to those dumpsters is also applicable to the grips.
All these yellow dots are the cameras. So
You see that yellow dot? Yeah, that one that you just made the second one, basically. The second yellow dot, right? And the building left of it, is that also applicable to the grips? Is that a metal building or no?
Yeah, sure.
So could I crawl all the way to that other building above the cameras, grip into that, and wrap around the corner and then go down, or no?
To like go like in this alleyway.
Yeah, like grip all the way, go in the alleyway, grip onto there, because unless I could meet them in like the parking lot or some shit.
I mean, and you could like get around here, you know, like stay above the cameras and then like drop down in this alley.
Hmm. Okay. Then I wouldn't mind gripping all the way over there just to see my luck. Not dropping down yet, but just to see my luck.
All right, yeah, so you're on the wall over here in this alleyway.
I look down. Do I see anything?
You see a dirty alleyway floor.
That's a pretty dirty alleyway floor. Okay. Oh, my leg. Do I have to jump down, or could I just like
You
jump
like crawl.
grip?
You don't need to like jump, but
And I'm assuming that I don't see that person unless that person is me in red.
the red guy is the unconscious boss.
Ah, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, I crawled down it. Then I crawl up it. Check out the other building.
Oh, the other building. This one.
Yep.
All right.
I get above the camera line again, but further up because this time I'm no longer above them. I'm kind of in their view. And can I sneakily crawl around the other, like creep around the side of the building so I can meet to Oid or no?
Are you gonna like go around, like creep around the back of the building, or are you gonna climb to the top of the roof and run across, or are you gonna go around the front of the building? Like, what do you?
How likely do I think they can see me if I just crawl around the back?
What?
How likely do I think they'll see me if I crawl around the back?
If you stay high enough, maybe not. There aren't any cameras like under the building, so.
Then sure, I'll do that. Take the shortest route while being sneaky.
All right, give me another agility check. They will make perception.
I got 2 9s.
All right. Yeah. You are fine. So you guys. And then you guys, like, I assume you're gonna like crawl to like the, climb along the side of the building to like the edge of the alleyway, and then you'll like deposit the dude in the rent-a-crime car.
Deposit him in like. Do we want him in the back of the trunk?
Think we're going to be inspected by anyone? Because otherwise, the trunk's probably
You know it probably have the infamous Los Angeles police checkpoint places where they search your trunk.
Oh,
Damn,
man.
bro. Damn, that's crazy. I guess we'll have to call LSSI and get them to drive one of their flying ambulances to our exact location.
Actually,
I
yeah,
mean,
I
the
do call
bounty
it.
is for the city. It isn't for LSSI.
Oh,
So you need to bring
Oh,
them to the
well, where
police
do?
station.
well, then I guess we
Oh,
want them to check our trunk.
yeah. Okay, then I guess we drive to the police station. I put him like in the back, I guess, with bonus.
Okay, so you
Then I
guys drive
drive.
over to the KPD station, and you guys, you pull in, and I guess Bonus will carry the guy inside, and the person behind the desk is like, what can I help you with?
And then I guess I'd pull up the bounty board that they have, no? Or does bonus have access to the bounty board?
I mean, you all do. It's public access.
Oh, then yeah. I pull up the bounty board, I open his profile and be like, I lift him up like that, cash in the bounty.
Woman behind the desk is like, I see. Well, thank you, kind citizen. And then, she presses a button, and like, a little spider drone pops out from like the desk, the big like receptionist desk, and it walks over and it scans the guy's face and like his fingerprints, and it confirms that he's alive and like breathing, and that he is who he says, or who you claim he is. And then, a couple of officers, KPD officers, walk up and take the body from Bonus, and then you all, well, I guess whoever wants to be the original receiver of the money receives a $12,000 like transfer of monies from the Los Angeles KPD.
How is that split 3 ways, by the way? That can be split evenly, no? Or...
Yes.
4K
No.
each. It's 12, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We split that the 3 ways. Then I get outside after splitting the money, get in the car, call up Delay, tell him we killed 3 goons and they're like where they are, and wait to receive the money, and then split that.
Okie dokie. So you each get $4,600. So that would be 1,000.
We good?
Yes.
I guess I turn over to the other two and I go, do we now go back to Cairo and just tell them like the job is done? Some shit.
I suppose.
You could just like.
Well, see,
text him or something.
you don't want to get into something wacky.
And what is that wacky then?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was just making a suggestion.
Wow. I turn to bonus, be like, do we just return to Cairo and then be like, hurry up, say your goodbyes to your sister, and we're going back to the race, or what?
Bonus is like, yeah, I can like text him or whatever, and then I guess he can meet us back at like the hotel when he feels like it.
Sure.
This is still like the day before the race, so.
Oh.
I think anyway, because the last leg ended here, and then like the next morning, like your like free day, you guys did the thing with the sister, and so now it's probably like approaching dinner time, I guess, like late afternoon-ish, like 3-4 o'clock. Because you guys did spend like a while milling about the club and stuff, gathering information.
Then yeah, sure. I'll go back to get dinner with our wonderful benefactor. Yeah.
All right. Kyra says he'll like show back up at the hotel like in the morning or something like that for the race. And then yeah, you guys can head back to the Six Cylinders hotel. Have your lovely evening. I believe it is the banquet tonight, actually, if my schedule is correct. So yeah, it is the banquet.
It's a banquet.
Yeah, so I guess Cairo will be absent for the banquet, which is fine because you guys no longer have to worry about protecting Barry, which means that Oid can take over watching Donna in Cairo's stead. So there's like that kind of there's a shortage of mercenaries. Yeah, so you guys get ready for the banquet and stuff. You go. My one question is: are you guys going to interact with like Flavius, or because Barry's also going to be there with his benefactors, his new ones? So are you guys gonna like walk up and just gank Barry in the middle of in the middle of the gala, or?
Literally, yes. I'm going to bring Cairo's mech, and I'm going to walk through the banquet walls to step on Barry.
Sick. I mean, like, it isn't forbidden for people to just rock up and like gank someone in the middle of the banquet. Like, it isn't. That's not uncommon. Especially like later,
Wait, so
like in the races and stuff, people will get into like fist fights and stuff in the middle of the like super fancy gala.
but can you kill them?
I mean, it isn't unheard of, and this is and, like it's usually considered like a bad sportsmanship. But if your benefactor is rich enough, then you don't get pressed like with any charges or anything, so nobody cares. And you guys have like an out of like you guys have like the breach of contract reason, so technically it would be up to Xanthorpe whether or not he would let you guys kill him or not. because it's like a breach of contract. But I think in this case, there's probably like, yeah, if you guys feel like shooting up the gala and like killing Barry, then you can kill Barry. Like I don't care. But if you
Who does
want to
he
just
work
like
for
kill his
again?
benefactors, and then we make him finish the race on our side again, just to add, like, not really salt the wound, that could be quite funny. But it's up to you guys. I don't care.
I don't think we can kill his benefactors. Wait, no, his benefactors are Aztech, actually, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, what do you think? Oid, bonus?
I
Kill his
think
benefactors or kill him? Or both?
kind of don't want to get in trouble with Aztec, so I recommend we just uh schwack Barry, and not in a way it's like super extra. I don't. As funny as it would be to just walk up and dome him in the middle of the gala, kind of want it to be a little bit more subtle than that.
Ah, so one of us hides in his. You disguise yourself as one of the workers to work on his car, then hide yourself in the back of his car and blast his brains out from the back. After he, sits in, does that horror movie thing, checks the rearview mirror, and you appear.
It was me, Barry. And then you blow his brains out. I mean, bonus is always in favor of more violence, as bonus tends to be. He's a very simple man, and he doesn't like have a soft spot for the Aztec, so he's in favor of like just killing everybody, basically, bombing the gala, killing Flavius, killing everybody, paint the town red.
Ah, I know what game I'm giving you for Christmas.
I already have that game. Joke's on you.
Okay. I know bonus is always gun ho, he'll shoot anyone given the right reason, I guess. Or no reason if he's that crazy. But I kind of don't also want to be in the middle of a war with Aztec in the middle of a race while trying to
I
protect
mean, I'd
people.
say you guys already are. They've
Well,
put Oid incredibly deep in debt with his gang member bosses. They've
I
also
mean,
like the woman that like Oid's been talking to probably has been blowing up his phone the entire day, and you just haven't been able to respond because you've been conducting other business. So you like tap into your brain phone because you're a robot, and you see 18 missed calls or whatever, and you're like,
has the name mom. It's like, oh fuck. um,
probably like meatbag number 8349 or something like that in his phone.
I definitely think one should look into that. But I mean, hmm. If we kill these Aztec guys, I'm assuming it will go back up to being unwanted for assassination.
Well, let me see. I think red means that like they're going to like assault you, but it isn't full blown. Yeah, red means that they will
Assassination.
destroy property, kidnap PCs, or people close to you. For instance, Cairo's sister.
No, we don't care about
And
her.
that sounds like a Kara problem. I kind of want to get back at them. So actually, what if we like go into the alleyway and we like schwack those guys?
Wait, so We go back into the alleyway and just shoot up the place again.
Go back to the bar. Good thing I didn't delete that battle map from TTS then. Jeez.
I don't know. I kind of want to see what they're moving around.
Hmm. You want me to schwack the cameras as well, or no?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
So are we going back to the club and we're gonna like fill a place full of lead? Or are you just gonna be like, all right, guys, we're gonna go to the gala and we're gonna, walk in and we're gonna be like, it was me, Barry, and then you like, I don't know, shotgun all of them in one round of double buckshot.
Well, I think the Barry part is still on, but we're gonna backtrack a bit so it's not right at the gala. That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I assume. Okay, so you're yeah, but okay, I figured that. Mm-hmm. That you weren't gonna just like, oh, we're
So
gonna skip the gala and then so we're gonna go back and we're gonna gank the nightclub.
yeah, no. So you wanted to see what those guys in the alleyways are.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
see if it's anything, worth anything, so I can get back in with the clan.
Hmm. All right. Well, I guess we drive discreetly back towards the alleyway, and you know that building I crawled to get to Oid?
Mm-hmm.
I'll crawl, like do the same path but backwards to see a better look at what they're moving.
Okay, so to get a better look at what they're moving. Well, at this point, it's been like hours, so
Oh,
they're done
are they
moving this
there
up. The
anymore?
truck, yeah, they're still
Wow.
there. The truck is still there. The van is still there, but they aren't moving anything anymore.
Is it open or no?
No, is the door to like the back room of the club open, or I mean, like, is the van open?
The van.
The van is not open, and it's not running either. It's
Mm.
just kind of there in the back, and the guys are all
Hmm.
like at this point they're all like sitting around smoking, drinking like cans of beer, I don't know, like messing with each other, telling jokes on their phones, stuff like that, blasting like loud Spanish music,
Hmm.
as delinquents tend to do.
Yes. Hmm. Well, isn't that a predicament? Um, I'm trying to think what the hell I want to do. Well, how about the camera? Did we know where the cameras, like the security cameras, were leading to? It wasn't to his office, right? Like,
No, you didn't see like monitoring equipment or anything in his apartment.
mm,
Well, I guess we would have seen like a little one on like the inside of his door because he has that security camera pointed at his like front hallway, and that could cycle through all of the cameras, but that doesn't appear to be like the main frame for all of them.
hmm, hmm. Um, okay. I'm assuming that I wouldn't have noticed what they were moving when I was moving the boss, right?
Hmm?
I said I'm assuming I wouldn't have noticed what they were moving when I was moving the boss.
No, just look like cardboard boxes and stuff like that.
They were just moving cardboard boxes.
Yeah, you couldn't see what was
Hmm.
inside.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. We gotta open up those boxes. All right. Xavier, how badly do you want to just schwack these guys?
Not too badly, but at the same time, I mean, like, what's gonna happen? Not much. Might as well, you know, plan unless you have something better to do.
Hmm. Schwacking Barry. But if you want to fill the gap, we could just kill these guys right now and then deal with Barry later.
I mean, well, we're gonna see him at the gala anyways.
True,
You
true.
guys don't know. I guess, yeah, you guys don't think that Barry is staying in the same hotel that he usually the other racers are staying in, because his benefactors like own a lot of property in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you wanted to gank him before the gala, you need to like fight your way through like an entire warehouse full of armed thugs to get to him.
Yeah. So we could not schwack these guys, or I could. Um. How many are there?
In the back of the building, there are 4 that you can see.
I could insta kill like 1 or 2. Also, do you want me to break these cameras or no?
Honestly, just do it for the vandalism.
Just to rack up the property damage, be like, take this. Yeah.
You know,
um.
bro.
All right. Well, these cameras. I walk, or I guess crawl to one of them. What they look like? Is there a wire leading to the building? Like
Yeah,
what can I do?
they are wired. They are closed loop, closed circuit, so that you can't just like remotely hack into them. They are wired into the building.
So can I break the wire?
I mean, you could just smash the camera, because like karate chop it and it would break.
Sure. Like I just don't want it falling onto the floor. They're like, huh?
I mean, if you don't want it to fall, then I guess you could try to cut the wire or something like that. Yeah, or like stab the lens so we can't see anything anymore.
Sure.
All right, you do that. You smash one camera.
I do the same to the other
All right, make me another agility check to remain quiet while you're stabbing cameras.
camera stabber. That's a 6.
All right. Yeah, lucky they rolled really poorly. So yeah, so you
Hmm.
shank the 3 cameras in the back of the building. Successfully. The guys that are hanging around don't notice the little bits of broken glass and plastic and metal that land on the ground behind them.
Mm-mm. Yeah. And then I call Roy and I'm like, so we still schwacking these guys or no?
Of course, of course.
Oh, sick. Are any of them super close to each other or no?
2 of them are right, like side by side.
Oh, are they now? I think you might want to bring the battle map up now. Or actually, you don't need to. It's only 4. I was wondering if I could like land on one, and I mean, if I could land on both of them and break their back, that'd be. Let me look at this. Oh, fuck, they're on the other side. God damn.
Yeah, you could land on the car, I guess. You could jump off and like Batman, you know, be like, where is she? And then you just like cut him down. Also, where do you want bonus to be?
I guess, like, if Boyd is there, he'd be stacked up on the building closest to him, and then bonus could be stacked up on the other side.
Right, so bonus is hanging out with Oid in the crime car then.
Damn, I really wish those two were close to me and I could, can I oh, there's 5 guys. Huh.
You can't see
Wait, is
this
that
guy.
inside the building?
This is inside. This is the wall.
Can I stealthily that makes no sense. But can I stealthily land on the guy there?
On this dude?
Yeah.
Probably not. You need to like land and like stab him like in the throat to keep him from being able to talk before he could grunt. And also land quietly enough on him on the metal catwalk that he's standing on that wouldn't
He's on the metal catwalk?
Yeah, there's stairs here that lead up.
Oh,
so it's not very big,
thought...
only a couple of feet. But...
Oh, then does that mean I can just crawl next to him and, with my katana?
I mean, he's next to the wall, so you could just like walk over here and then like get like right above him like Spider-Man, and then just.
Yeah, can I do that? Can I just, him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Because this is a surprise round, so he can dodge at disadvantage.
Do I only swing once with the katana? Or...
He fails.
Is this a katana or bear? Like, what?
Whatever you want. Katana, or I could use you could use in your knife, your deagle. You could blam, blow him away.
I think I'll use the knife. Let me open up your character sheet. I don't remember what my knife did. Knife. Where is the knife actually? Here we go. And my agility is what again? 7? Is that 4 or 5 attack? 4, right?
To what?
For a knife.
That would be 3.
3. Okay. So that is my bear. Okay. Oh, I feel... Oh, this poor man. I did 400 damage.
It was 1 attack?
Well, so it's 1d8 times 10 for the knife. I do it 3 times, and my bare hands is 1d100. I did 399 damage.
Okay. So you crawl on this metal building and you get like, Spider-Man, you're dangling right above his head, and you take out your titanite combat knife and you just go to town on the back of his skull and just like turn his head into like a bread bowl and his brain into the soup. You're just like all up in there. He is super dead, like four
I
times dead.
just I, what? Jeez. Okay. I'm going to then huh. Look at that battle map again. See what the hell I can do. Ooh. Can I stealth on the side of the van and take the guy? Like, those two guys are smoking and facing one way or each other?
They're both facing this part of the wall.
So can I sneakily abduct the guy on the left and, schwack him?
This dude.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I mean, they're only 10 feet away, so they probably hear.
Hmm. They'd hear anything I do to him, basically, right?
Pretty much.
And I'm assuming jumping from the van isn't going to be high enough for me to just like snap the back of that guy and kill the other guy, right?
I mean, you could hop onto the van, jump down on this guy, kill him with your knife, and then as like the surprise round, and then in initiative, if you roll higher, then you could lunge upwards and stab the second guy.
Sure, I'll do that.
Alright, so you make me an agility check at disadvantage because you're jumping onto a van. And I will make them roll.
That's a 7.
They rolled really poorly. Okay. So you down this van, and none of them even care. They're like, it must be all the jet that I'm taking. It must be the wind. They don't care. They don't react.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I land on the guy.
So you, all right. He can attempt to dodge one of your attacks at disadvantage because he is like a surprise round. He doesn't. So you hit him all 3 times.
250.
Very dead. So you jump down, you jam the knife into his back. As you fall down, you bring him down with you onto the ground, and you stab him 2 more times in the back. He's very deceased. Now we roll initiative.
Sick.
Wow, they rolled pretty well.
I got a 9 on the die, so is that
9 on the die.
16?
Yeah, 16. And I roll for a bonus. You got good for once. 7 plus. Probably have his character sheet up. 7 plus 6. So that's 13. Are you going to involve yourself in this initiative, Xavier?
Sure, I'll interlope.
Wow, interloper.
You know. Alright. Let me see. Alright. Map? Close?
Oh. Yeah, you can, we're down a ways. We're like, what? Yeah, we're back here. we're a ways off the map because the alleyway, like this building, that goes over here, and then it goes to the end of the block, basically.
Alright. Well, I got an 8 on the die, so...
Alrighty. Up first, unsurprisingly, is Kyle.
Wow. So this guy, right? Like you said, I go from lunge and try to attack him.
Alrighty, he can attempt to dodge one of your incoming stabs. Not an advantage. Normally now. He does. So you lunge up with, from your like crouch position with your dagger, your knife extended. You shoot up, and he manages to and he manages to grab your hand and redirect your stab, jab in the forehead. But you pull your dagger arm out of his grasp and you shank him twice in the chest.
I want to see if one shank can kill him. Does a 160 kill him?
Yes, 160 does definitely kill him. So he dodges the first strike. You pull your arm free, and then you right into where your lower jaw meets your throat. Just,
mm-hmm.
And it pokes at the back of his neck a little bit. You twist the blade and you yank it out, and he pouring blood collapses. You have one action and one attack.
Stab, and then I will slide over the. I don't. Is that enough to kill him though?
Well, it does the same as your normal knife stab does.
So. Sure. I'll throw my knife at him.
All right, give me a perception check.
Where is it?
At a -2, because he has full cover. Or not full cover, he has half cover.
And 8.
-2 is +2 is 6 +1.
No, that
your thing is.
No, that was already the -8.
Oh.
I got a 10, and then it's a -8.
But the +1 because you have the targeting suite, so it's actually a 9. Yeah, you definitely hit him right square in the chest.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, only 130 damage.
Wow, that still slays him.
Oh.
Right in the chest, and he manages to start pulling with a gun under the back of his pants, but the knife slams into his chest before he can even begin to aim, and he falls over dead. The initiative is over, Lamau. For the moment, at least.
For the moment, until the guys are like, wait a minute, we can't see what's out there. I quickly take my knife, try to see who had the keys, and try to open up the van.
So the dude that was over here that you jumped up and stabbed in the throat, he had the keys.
Yeah. Oh. Take the keys from him then.
All right, you have the keys to the stolen crime van.
Then I'll check what's inside the boxes.
Well, the boxes are all in the building.
Oh, I thought they were moving it into the van.
No, they were unloading the van and putting it in the. So I guess it's probably a bit of both. So they probably there's no cardboard boxes in here, but there will be a briefcase full of money in the back of the van. You'd also find like leftover like fast food bags and stuff like that. There's a like one of those cheap 3D printable pistols in the glove box with like a mag of ammo in it. Probably some like drug paraphernalia. You know, usual gang van.
I take the money and I see if like the car is. What's the word? I see if the
Right,
suitcase.
9,000 colors in it.
Jesus. I see if the briefcase is tagged, and I also see if the van is tagged, and I also like do the, intercom thing. I'm like, do we want this van? Or does this van matter?
Oh, let's just take all their shit. Let's pawn the van just because we can.
But think about it, right? If you take what's a crime that rhymes with van? I was thinking about like, Anyway, the crime van. You could put like stuff in the back. You could put like a holding cell or like a mobile armory in there. You could put like surveillance equipment in there. You could put like a motorcycle or something in there. So like if you're in a car chase, you could have like Cairo bust out of the back of the van and play interference for the pursuit or something. Vans are cool, bro.
Oh, actually, that is kind of a good idea, I am kind of missing, that car we crashed intentionally when we were running away from the Dream guys.
The original crime car, rest in peace.
R.I.P. So yeah, let's steal the van.
Alright, it'll take some refurbishing because it does smell a lot like weed and alcohol. Also a little bit of blood, kind of disconcerting. To check if it's tagged, you could find it. You have like EM vision, so I'll make you perception check at advantage. You just gotta like scan it real well.
Sure. I got a 9.
The vehicle wouldn't be tagged. These are criminals, so they're not gonna like tag their own stuff. The briefcase, though, that is tagged.
How is it tagged?
There is like a remote tracking chip in it.
I will just open up the case instead. Take the money and leave the case where the van is. Ignite. Turn on the van. See if. See if I can like just drive away.
Okay, so you just neatly pile up this 9,000 colors in cash.
Actually, funny enough, before I do that, I actually take all the guys and stuff them in the van.
Okay, you take 4 bloody corpses and you stuff it in the. This car is gonna smell literally like a graveyard in like 2 minutes.
Really lit graveyard.
Yeah, really.
Graveyard smell. It's my favorite type. What can I say?
So yeah, you guys pile up. It's gonna take some time. I hope it's gonna take like a few minutes to drag these bodies into this car.
Pile up.
Yeah.
Well, because I wanted to like sell their clothes and gun and all that shit. Fuck.
I mean, you could sell. Yeah, if their organs and stuff, you could have sold if you hadn't killed them.
Well, I mean, I could sell like their kidneys.
Now, once a person's dead for more than like a few minutes, the organs shut down and are no longer functioning. Oh,
actually, what if I just call LSSI to clean this up?
I mean, they were planning on coming by and cleaning it up anyway. Well, I
Wow,
guess
so I could just.
well, because you guys did it stealthily, so they wouldn't have come by yet to pick up or you guys shanked.
Yeah, so I'll tell them that like I'll call Dr. Delay. Be like, hey, buddy, while I'm in the van, trying to get their food out because I don't want like your food. I'll be like, hey, Delay, I killed some guys in a back alley and disabled cameras. So yeah, there's like 4 of them plus the 3. So yeah, don't know what you want to do about that.
Well, did you kill all of them, or like what? Because I'm not going to send in my men to pick up the bodies. Because like I need them to call the emergency services so that we have an excuse to go in to pick up the bodies. Okay, but we can't do that if they don't call for services, or unless like a lot of people die, and we could reasonably say that someone else could have called us over. So
I mean,
we
there's
haven't received
like
a call from that address yet today, so presumably
that's
either they have not found the corpses or they've already got rid of them themselves.
They haven't found the corpses. Like, I surprisingly somehow killed all 4 of these guys without alerting anyone. You're a good doctor. What can I say? Your upgrades mean a lot to me. But what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, these guys, they're kind of on the floor, and I took out the cameras, and I don't think I have enough time to like put them in the van that I'm about to take with me, by the way. So yeah.
Xavier, what are you and Bonus doing? Are you still like at the end of the alleyway, like watching all of this happen?
I'll be like watching, Kyle's character just kind of standing or sitting in the van, stock still, not having a hand to their ear because they have a brain phone. I'll just be like,
Oh, I'm moving around, like getting the stuff out of the van.
oh, I see. And then I guess
Yeah.
I'll call like, so van steal ?
Oh, I'd like be like, hold on, till I be like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm still in this van. This van is being stolen. Just getting rid of
Cool.
it.
What's the holdup?
Me getting rid of the stuff.
Wow, imagine getting rid of this stuff.
Yeah, I'll open up. I'll start driving the van out. Be like, ah, fuck these. And then after that, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna drive the van off. So as you drive
yeah,
the van
and
off, the back door to like the storage room of the nightclub like slides open, and one of the Aztech thugs walks out. And you hear something to the effect of like, "Hey guys, did you hit a camera by accident?" As you're speeding off into the alleyway with a bunch of dead bodies behind it, and he's like, "Oh, Dios mío, what's going on?" And he like pulls out like an Uzi basically, and he just like sprays it at you down the hallway, and the bullets bounce off the back doors of the van and like rip through the doors and stuff.
great. This guy
He's
pays.
like yelling, you're like, stop, what's going on? Attracting a lot of attention.
Man, what an asshole.
I'm still at the end of the alleyway as this is going on.
Yeah, you and Bonus are just in the crime car, just parked on the side of the road, watching this across the street. Just like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, all of execution.
Bonus face palms for sure. He's like, oh, God.
put my hair on bonus for children and be like, it's alright, we're doing this for the crime car.
You're like, but our plan was to like shoot up the club, not kill 4 guys and then get caught and then run away
Oh,
with
you're
a stolen
shoot
car.
at the club.
That's what my plan was. Is that not what we only come here to steal a van?
Yeah.
It's like I could have done that like in the nearest parking garage. You didn't need to come here for that.
Yeah, but this van, it's sentimental,
Sure, bro. Sure.
I mean, we could shoot at the place if you want. I'm game.
He looks at you, and you imagine that behind his mask, he's like cocking an eyebrow at you, like,
Yeah, bro, yeah, it'll be simple. And I turn into Kyra, and I'm like, we'll have to...
Oh, yes!
Get
Bro.
Kyra to do his revenge in spirit.
Dude, if you turn into Cairo, that way we have another reason for him to be like, guys, why is Aztech trying to assassinate me? It would be like, it's because you didn't let your sister die.
I can be like, guys, why did my sister get kidnapped by Aztech? And you can be like, oh, because you shot up their club. And he's like, what? No, I didn't. And we're like, oh, no, you definitely did. It's camera proof. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so Oid turns into Cairo. Bonus gets out of his car so I imagine this is happening as Nox is speeding away down the alleyway and like drifts around the corner and like books it down the block as Bonus gets out of his car and he just like, walks around the crime car and he walks across the street as this lone gangster with his Uzi is like sprinting down the alleyway. And he's like, stop that car. And Bonus just walks up like halfway across the street, just draws a deagle and just just blam, blows his head clean off. And then he just holsters the gun again. And he stops across the street on the sidewalk. And he just like waves for Oid to cross the street with him.
Cool. I'll hop out of the car. I'll, proceed.
All right. So where are you guys gonna reach? The back door or the front door? Because the whole block knows there's a shootout going on now. So.
Do you think
Probably back door since it's already open.
All right. So you guys, Nox, where are you taking the crime van? Like, are you gonna like drive a couple blocks away and then pull over and like park it and then come back, or are you just gonna be like, oh guys, sorry, I'm gonna do crime in my new crime van, and you're just gonna leave the others?
I think I will
Joining the
Aztecs.
Destiny as a new racer, actually.
Joining the Aztecs, actually.
Are you gonna join the Aztecs? You're gonna race with the stolen crime van? Gonna put like
Yeah.
a Lamborghini engine in it?
Yeah, you know how it is. No, I think I'd park the car and then be like, huh, what now? And then I was like, wait a minute. Think back, be like, did he get out of the van? Or out of the car? And I'm like, oh fuck, they're shooting up the place. And then
And then you hear the single deagle gunshot down the block.
Yeah, I think at that I'd be like, well, time to go. And I'd walk back. And then call up delay while I'm walking back, be like, change of plans. There might be more bodies for you to take.
This reminds me of like that Hell's Ultimate Bridge thing where it's like, Walter, you be honest with me. What's the damage? Like, how much collateral we're gonna have to worry about? And then Walter's like, the Alucard amount, and then it just cuts to Oid and Bonus like massacring the people in the club, just wantonly opening fire.
You know it, bro. You know what's going on.
Yeah. So you calculate, you're like, hey buddy, we're gonna need, like, so you should start sending over an ambulance because somebody's gonna need it, and it's not for me. And he's like, okay. And he hangs up, and he's, you can start to hear sirens in the distance as an LSSI hover ambulance begins its high-speed trip over. So you'll meet up with the boys in a minute. In the meantime, Bonus and Oid, you guys rock up down the alleyway. And you guys see that the door to like that storeroom that the dude came out of is still open. The storeroom appears to be full of drugs.
Oh, sick. Well, in that case, I don't know, thing, I guess we could.
Because as you
Proceed.
walk up the door that leads indirectly into the nightclub, like the actual like public area. That door slides open, and like one of the bouncers with like a pistol in his hand, he just step out and he looks around and he's like, "Oh yeah, what's going on? What's going on?" I heard shooting, and he sees all the bodies, and then he sees you and Bonus just walking up. I guess roll initiative.
Okay. Seven.
You want me to roll initiative now, though, or no?
No, you'll this is only gonna take like a round for someone for the guys to die. So the bonus got a 10 on his initiative. So yeah, he's so this dude walks out of actually you should get even higher initiative because he has the parallel processing. This dude takes this one step into this alleyway, and he's like, guys, what's going on? I heard shooting. And Bonus just draws quick draws a deagle and just opens fire with his KE high caliber pistol. That's a 5 + 1 is a 6. That's a pass. He does 3d12 damage. That's 240 damage. Almost.
Jesus.
Actually, kind of only average because I rolled 2 11s and a 2. So just poof, and like that scene in Django Unchained where the woman goes flying backwards with the revolver. Same thing. This guy, blam, goes flying right back into the room where he came from, back into the open nightclub. A giant hole in his chest. He goes down. Combat's not over yet though, because for one thing, the bouncer is now alerted. As are the 5 guys that were coming up the stairs from the basement of this place. So the door that leads into the basement, what you now know as the basement, another descending staircase, across the room from the storeroom, that door slides open, and you see a bunch of dudes with various pistols, SMGs, like a shotgun. They all start rushing in. You hear the bartender rack a shotgun and be like, "Oh my god, they shot Jose," or whatever. So that's Bonus's first action. Second action, he's going to clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. He's going to take cover against the door, the one door. He can dual wield. So second shot, blam. He's just gonna try to blow away this dude. I think I might get some cover though, because he's a little bit of a weird position. No, he's fine. Okay. Cool. Click, click. Blam, 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 blam. Ooh, a 10. That's not necessary bonus, but okay. You don't need to do double damage.
You're going all out on these bugs, huh?
Yeah, apparently. These guys are not expecting this, I'll tell you what. I really look poorly. That's only 300 damage with the double. So he second deagle round reduces that man's skull to chunky salsa. That's Bonus's turn. Now it is Oid's turn. You are back there.
Alrighty. Let me take a look at your battle map. And let's see, which token's mine? Yeah, okay. So I guess I will just proceed up to the back door. And I'm going to hold action, I guess, for when someone walks out of the door.
Well, this door is open, so you could technically see this front dude.
Oh, I can, then I'll shoot the shit out of him.
Wow. With what weapon?
Pistol.
Wow. Well. Wow.
I will fire twice.
Alrighty. Perception check. -1.
Alright, first one's a 4.
That's a pass.
What the fuck? Wow, second one's a 2.
Wow. All right. So yeah. So you hit. Was the 4 with the -1 already, or without the -1 already?
Without.
Without. All right. So it's lowered to a 3, which matches. I'll say that hits because I'm a nice guy. So you hit this dude once. Blam. Roll damage.
Alright. 2d100 is going to be 8.
80 damage. He's still alive. Barely, but he's still alive. So you run up to this part of the wall. You lean your head around. Bang, bang. One of the shots plings off the metal wall next to his head. Second shot smacks him real hard in the chest, and he sputters backwards. Still alive, but he's probably gonna pass out, to be honest. That's your turn. I'm next to the enemies. The bartender, first action will be to move a little bit. He's gonna shotgun blast. Bonus. Bonus has disadvantage because bonus is full cover. That's the wrong dice. You do not roll a check with d12s, unfortunately. It's a 2. Yeah, no, he fails miserably. So the guy hits a sawed-off shotgun, the double barrel shotgun, and he takes a step forward and he one of the barrels, and it destroys part of the sliding door, shreds the door frame. The bonus is uninjured. This dude needs to make a check or pass out. Let's check that. Inertia -2. He fails. He's unconscious. These 3 guys. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Stands up of his unconscious friend. This dude, well, they could technically shoot a bonus, and he has no cover, compared to Dash, does he? He might. A little bit. Yeah, he does have a little bit. But you basically killed one of their buddies. So I think the guy in the front had a shotgun. He's dead. Well, pretty much dead. These two have SMGs, and this dude has a pistol. And this dude is going to try to open fire 5 shots at -2 disadvantage. Jesus. At Boyd. One of these has to hit, right? One of these has got to be decent. No.
What?
Maybe. No. 2 10s. Whoa. Okay. Well, this shot missed. This shot missed. At a -2, 5 and 5, and an 8. These matches. One of them misses, one of them hits. Just 2 of them hit you. So that's 4d100 damage. Blam, blam. Blam, blam, blam. Wow. Wow.
Did he kill him?
That's unbelievable.
What did you
max
roll?
Damage. I rolled 340 damage on 4 dice.
On who?
Against Oid.
Oh my god.
You have armor though. So you might
Yeah,
be able
guarantee
to
you
survive.
I'm not gonna pass a single check.
Hey, alright, you get 4 checks. So you might pass at least 1. You only need to make us pass 1 and you'll survive.
8, 3, 8, 2.
I mean, you pass 2 of them, look at that. So you only take 140 damage. Jesus. That guy, man, he hit
God, that could have been really bad.
Armor's good,
that's
dude.
good. That's why. Like this armor.
Oh my god.
God,
That
oh my
scared
lord.
me.
That
I was
guy,
like, hold
dude.
on.
That guy hit like your weaks, like your joints, something like that, man. He was aiming true.
He hit like a truck, bro.
My God. So this dude has like his little like 9mm Uzi and just sprays down Oid, hits him twice in the arm and the chest, almost takes him out. A couple of bullets, ping, ping, ping off his armor, a bunch more ping off the walls. The dude behind him, he's going to do the same thing at bonus, 5 shots at a -2, plus an additional -2 because of the half cover, which means that he is at a -4 for 5 shots. This guy would need to get like a 9 or a 10 to hit at this point. So probably will, then I know I might look like 8 10s. Now I got none. Cool. So those rounds shred the door frame, the door, the floor, the ceiling. They all miss. Bonus, just in the back. He's gonna overwatch actually. So if anybody moves, he's gonna shoot you with his pistol. Top of turn order. It's Bonus's turn. Bonus is going to whip around, and he's gonna try to blast the bartender basically, because he does not want to be that close range with a shotgun. At this point, so this is he'll put 2 shots into this because it's a disadvantage. Wow, that's pretty bad. 2 2s. This is better. 5 plus 1 is a 6. That definitely passes. A 2 plus 1 is a 3, which I don't think does. It matches. It misses. He's like hits it once though, and there should be plenty to take out this bartender. Oh yeah, for sure. It's like 300 damage. So Bonus leans around, blam, blam. 1 shot each gun. 1 shot slams into the bar behind him, shatters a patron's glass of alcohol in his hand. The guy freaks out. Second shot blows a hole in the bartender's chest. The bartender falls dead. These 3 people are now triggered into combat because of that. So his second action, blam blam. One shot at each of these dudes. This guy has half cover. This dude does not though. That's 2 more shots. He definitely hits the first guy. Does not hit the second guy. So the first dude is very dead as well. 2 more shots from the Deagles. His mags are at half capacity. Blam blam. He blows one other dude away. Misses the second guy with behind the cover. That's bonus's turn. Boyd, and it's your turn once again.
I guess I'm going to peek into the room and fire some more shots to at that first guy.
All right, 2 or 1?
2.
So he does have half cover, so you're at a -3.
All right, well that's a 0, and that's a 4.
Okay, so a 0 and a 4. The 4 will still hit, actually, despite the penalty.
Wow, piss poor damage.
Well. 550. He's still alive, but he's injured. You do have like other guns, you know. You have your Dream SMG or the silenced BSS 4000.
Oh, I do have my SMG on me?
Yeah, I mean, I assume you guys wouldn't show up to this shootout without weapons.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I leave all my guns at home all the time. I never bring anything but the holdout pistol anywhere. You see, that's actually what I was using in the desert.
Sure, bro, sure. See, you do have bigger guns. That's what I figured when you were like, oh, I'm going to stay at the back, like at the end of the alley. I was going to use VSS. I was going to snipe them for knocks, but no. You're not cool like that. I see how it is.
No, I'm literally cool.
So you wing the first guy. That's your first action.
Alright. Second action is going to be switch guns.
Okay, what are you swapping to?
SMG, probably.
Alright, so you've got the super high quality. This is the bad SMG. The unreliable one. But yeah, so you because the strapped makeshift grenade launcher be like taped to the under barrel of it. So yeah, so you break that puppy out of there. Cool. Your pistol has 3 rounds in the magazine, just so you know. That is important, but you do. So you swap weapons. That's your turn. It is the enemies. These 3 guys are gonna rush up. They can't get behind cover, and they really want to be behind cover. This guy's gonna run over here. Second action. This guy's gonna hop the counter and go here. And this guy's going to like shove probably was like a dude in one of these stools. He just full shoulder checks off the stool, throws the stool to the side, and ducks behind the bar counter. They're gonna shoot it. Bonus on the next turn. This guy, he's not feeling too good. And their friend is on the ground unconscious. Their second guy is uninjured. They know they're in this bottleneck. They're gonna retreat. So they drag their unconscious friend down the stairs, and they disappear. That's their turn. Bonus. Let's see. What things does Bonus have up his sleeve? his gun. I don't think he would have brought his shotgun, unfortunately, because he wasn't like he always brings his deagles, but he wasn't expecting like to need a long gun. Yeah, I guess so. Just, I mean, he did. Okay, yeah, he's got 2 actions worth of bullets left in his gun still. So he's gonna meet her in the corner. He's gonna put 2 shots into this dude. This is one of the side guys. These 2 have one with the shotgun, one with the pistol. It's a shotgun man on the bartender's corpse. He's gonna put 2 shots into him. At disadvantage. With +1, it's pass. And that is a pass. Wow, this guy not doing too good. He takes like 1 million damage. He takes 360 damage.
Jesus.
Blown away. It's 2 deagle, 250 AE bullets. Blam, blam. Blow like baseball-sized holes in his torso. Second action, he's gonna put 2 bullets into this guy who's half covered. Oh, yeah, half covered. So that's each of the -2 with the +1 becomes a -1. -1 is 4 pass, -1 is 5 is a pass. Wow, Mortis is hitting his shots now. Wow, that's 3 12s. Oh my god, 630 damage. Jesus, that guy is blown clean in half, like bisected by those 50 AE rounds. And then bonus guns, both of his deagles. They lock back as he's out of ammunition. Boy, it's now your turn.
A little old me.
Yeah, bro. The dudes in this room retreated. Only there's the front door bouncer left, basically.
Alright, then I will peek around that corner. And let me see. How many shots can I make with this SMG?
Many. 4 per action, up to anyway.
4, and what's the penalty for that?
Disadvantage. He has full cover.
Well then, I'll just spray this guy down. Sure, why not?
Alright. So disadvantage at a -1, 4 rounds. Going out.
Let's see, it's gonna be 5 crit, 7. Actually, never mind. That's just a 5 because disadvantage. Then a 4, 3, and then a 6.
Alright, what was the first one?
5.
5. Alright, so all of them is for 1 hit. So that would be like what, 90-100 damage.
Alright, then 9. Let's see. Actually, does he survive more than 16? Because I've only rolled the first like 4 and it's already 16.
Yeah, no, he's dead. So the first shot that you shoot slams into the wall. The second one goes through the wall, through his chest, through his back, out his chest, and he stumbles out of cover, gasping for breath. And you're just like, I know he's dead, but dime meat bag. Just keep unloading into him, and just Swiss cheese this guy. So he's dead. Combat is once again temporarily over, as now all the people in this club are standing up from their chairs. They've been booking it. They're all running for the door, trampling each other, pushing each other out of the way, like throwing glasses and bottles everywhere. Like people are diving for the front door to escape the two madmen that are unloading
Man, Kyra did
rifles.
a lot of damage.
Yeah. Hey man, this is a dream professional rifle. Okay, this is like a military grade weapon. And it just turned on this random thug.
This is true.
Well, wasn't that using the shitty SMG though?
Oh, it's a Dream SMG, but it's modified to me. That's why it's bad.
Ah,
Yeah, if I see a bunch of people leaving, I'm gonna try to not look like I was part of it and be like, did they? I'm gonna
Were you
call.
walking towards the back entrance again, or were you walking towards the front entrance?
I wouldn't want to be towards the. I'd like peek around the back, be like, what's going on?
So you hear like a bunch of rapid gunfire, like a full-blown like shootout is happening with like SMGs going off, rifles going off, deagles and pistols, all this stuff, shotgun blasts, all kinds of stuff. Everything short of a tank gun or like a grenade. And you peek around the alleyway and you see Oid and Bonus just firing into this club from the doors. As bullets are whizzing past them and pinging off the walls and the catwalks and stuff like that. And then you hear the screams coming from inside as people like stampede out of the door.
I'm gonna probably like look around and be like, I'm gonna call them, be like, is the situation done with? What's going on?
We're collecting.
I see. I see. Yes. Yes.
You may want to bring around the car because we have got some stuff to offload.
The crime car or actually, yeah, probably the crime car, because the van got spotted.
The vandalism van.
Vandalism van. I like that one, the vandalism van. Okay. I'll bring around the vandalism van, I guess.
Okay, so for the second time today, this Aztech van, now with a few extra bullet holes in its rear doors, pulls up to the rear of this club as you run back and pull it back around. Just a couple of minutes. By the time you get there, all of the people in the club are gone. They've all booked it. All that's left are the corpses of the gangsters that you guys put down. Bonus just go around and like double tap them with his sword arm, just stabbing them a few times, make sure they're really dead. Yeah, you just do know that there are other people in the basement, and just a pirate campaign. They're waiting for you.
Alright, well, unlike the pirate campaign, let's not give them a chance to set anything up.
Alright, so Kyle pulls the vandalism van around, and she knocks gets out, and you're just gonna like, alright, let's just go right into the basement.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So Bonus
No
reloads
fucks given, balls to the wall.
Yeah. Bonus reloads his deagles. 2 fresh mags. I assume you all do the same. And then you all march into the basement. Now I can reveal what the basement looks like. So there are 3 much to-dos in this room. You guys descend the stairs into the basement, and you find this long, 10-foot wide, kind of like really dingy, nasty, like metal hallway underground. At the end of it
Mhm.
is these huge, reinforced, shiny metal like blast doors that have been like closed shut. There's a security camera in one corner of the end of the hallway looking at you guys. And there's like an
Definitely shoot
intercom
it.
with like a passcode on it.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
do
Cam's
they?
getting schwacked.
Alright, so you just walk down, you see the camera, you just.
Actually, wait. Heck, never mind, because it's all of us, right?
What?
I was gonna say he could have been like one of the guys and be like, guys, there's people coming, let me in. But then I was like, never mind.
The shooting stopped for like 5 minutes at this point, so they know that nobody else is up top.
Yeah.
Nobody else willing to come downstairs from the second floor. So you guys have killed like over a dozen men at this point. Yeah, you killed 13 people.
Killing. What?
Yeah. So you just walk up. I guess Oid uses his holdout pistol, pops the camera. Let me pull up my notes. So yeah, so you guys pull up, and a voice, a kind of nasally voice, comes over the intercom, and is like, "Gentlemen, please, and lady, please. Okay, we can work this out. All right, come on, let's be reasonable. Okay, you're all businessmen and women, I assume."
Okay. You gonna finish that thought?
He's like, let's make a deal here. Let's talk business.
I'm going to subvocal to the others, be like, what do you think would happen if I just went, no, this is personal?
Bonus is like they'd probably just keep holding up in their bomb shelter.
True.
They'd probably
funny,
wonder.
Alright.
It would be
Then I'll be like,
yeah, 'cause
alright.
it's Cairo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to really play up the, angered sibling act.
Yeah, you should do that. Yeah. You should tell them the full name. Yeah.
My name, my address, social security number.
Your
The
con
whole
number.
thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you do that, trust me, they'll never mess with Cairo again. No consequences whatsoever.
Well, it's playing really.
It is.
For sure.
And then we tell them that I'm Cairo's sister. Actually, they probably know what she looks like, but they probably wouldn't.
She like works here, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. So they actually, that wouldn't matter. Or that would matter if I were to say that. But yeah, you could probably pull up it's personal, and then we hear what they have to say.
So, I suppose. Yeah, I'll be like, well, I don't know how you expect to repay me for what you've done. You're gonna be real angsty, buddy. Huh?
Yeah, for sure. And the nasally voice is like, all right, well, look, I don't know who you are or what you guys want, but like, I've got money. You could take all the money and the drugs from upstairs or whatever. I don't know why you guys. Are you the guys that killed our boss earlier today, or like kidnapped him or something?
They know about that.
Yeah, you
we
left
left
like hours
like
ago.
a while. And I feel like, Also vocal to the boys. Be like, we're gonna like actually just do that.
What?
Like,
Say
you know,
yes.
give up on the crusade. Actually, yeah, because I don't feel like breaking into a bomb shelter. It's a lot of effort. You know?
Yeah, but can we recreate that one scene from War Stars? You know?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where the Jedi cut through the...
Oh.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
where
in the menacing
finger dart.
Phantom.
We don't have
Yeah.
lasers. We only have, like, swords, so...
Yeah,
Unless
you
this
could
is
get-
not
you could buy
made of-
lasers. Leave, come back with like a laser drill.
It's just like, hold on one second. We really need a couple hours to think about your deal.
Hey, isn't there? Could you maybe get us like a laser drill delivered to this place? His address. It's like, why is there this address lit up for like, you know, shot spotters and stuff for the local KPD? It's like, look, don't ask.
No reason.
Yeah, there are a lot of sirens coming this way. By the way, I feel the need to.
But
say
yeah,
that.
I'll be like, huh, fine. I'll take what you have, but don't expect this to be over.
And you don't get a response.
Cool, and then I walk away. Like, you know, I prefer not to get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Reasonable. And then you guys walk back upstairs, I guess. Are you gonna move like this whole storeroom of drugs into the vandalism van?
I mean, that's why it's here.
All right. It is an awful lot of drogu. So I'm gonna need what check would this be? Like a group agility roll, I guess? How fast you guys can load this stuff into the vandalism van before the cops get here.
Is it just the cops, or the LSSI is also coming?
They're also on their way. Yeah, you would know that because you told to delay, like, send people now because there's gonna be a lot of bodies to clean up. So yeah, give me a nice group agility. Bonus got a 9, so he's fine.
Let me see. 5.
Alright, also a pass. You guys should be fine then. As long as cons get like a 1 or something.
I don't think that rules one.
That's true.
Yeah, it's 7.
Yeah, you guys run back up top, and you're like, quick. I think there is a camera in this storeroom, actually. There's not, I lied. There are other cameras in the club. I don't think any of them would have seen the crime. No, none of them would have seen the crime. Wow. You guys might have accidentally ghosted this thing because Kyle destroyed the cameras outside. And you never actually went in for more than like 10 feet. So yeah, in that case, as far as the cameras are concerned, a bunch of the bouncers get shot from off screen. and then nothing. So yeah, so you could load the drugs into the van. That's what was in the cardboard boxes. All a bunch of drugs. Load it back into the van. And right as you hear the tires squeal, because KPD officers, like, they drive like Lambos, basically. Like, they drive like sports cars. So they pull up outside, a bunch of them. You hear the front door get thrown open, you know, police, put your hands up. As you guys are like, time to go. And you all step on the gas and speed away with your van full of narcotics. And also $9,000 in cash. So yeah, you guys speed away. Having killed 13 people. That's a lot of money. So you guys, I assume you're gonna drive to the hotel, right? 600s?
Probably, yeah.
All that killing nets you guys 7,800 collars.
Money in the bank.
Yeah. So by the time you guys get back to the hotel, LSSI has already counted the bodies and transferred you your cash. Because LSSI is efficient, believe it or not. So what's 7,800 divided by 3? 2,600. All right. 2,004. Cool. 2,600 for you. So this would be 2. And then Oid's money. Oid is filthy rich at this point. So much money.
I would assume so.
What are you talking about? I am not filthy rich. I retain the amount of money appropriate for an average cleanly individual.
Well, but yeah, so you guys drive off. Are you gonna split up the 9K that you guys got from the van as well, or?
Yeah.
All right, so I will add that now as well. Now Bonus has almost 150,000 calls again. He's almost recompensated all of the payment from the steer. Boyd has like 215K, almost 216. So Boyd has the most money out of everyone for sure. And then Knox, you've got 162K.
Jesus.
Yeah, you guys made like in total from this mission you made 12,000 from the bounty, 9K from this, from the cash,
Killing.
and then another 8K pretty much. So you made like over 20-something thousand. You made almost as much money in this one like few hours as you did for this whole MDRR arc with $25,000 paycheck.
Jesus.
Yeah, what can I say, bro? Ripping off gangs is profitable business until they come back for revenge.
But we ghost missioned this somehow, which is pretty
Kind of,
surprising.
yeah, I mean, you just leave those guys alive, and they saw you guys for this before you shut the camera out. But you know,
But the
not really
police.
enough. Yeah, that's not really enough to be like, oh. So yeah, so you guys, I assume, try back to the 6 cylinders to get up the cash, deposit that in the bank, stuff like that. Yeah, you have a van now, the Vandalism van that I will add that to not the character sheet, I guess. So you need to be like the driver of the van.
You know it.
Van.
You know it.
That's
Got us a pretty good stealthing.
So I will propose this. This is a wrong character sheet. I will propose this to you guys. Do you want to do the gala with Cairo next time, or without Cairo now?
I'd say Cairo should be there for the gala because he was also screwed over by the betrayal.
Yeah, we could wait for him. We could end off things here.
All right, cool. That can be done. In that case, I've been your host, Kim and Cloris. Hope you enjoyed today's episode 42, 43, I've forgotten, of Ghost Corner K4. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. If you didn't, too bloody bad for you, I guess. We don't want you here anyway. That's a lie. Please don't leave me. So yeah. Hopefully next time the party will shoot some benefactors and get their revenge on Barry the Bullet for betraying them Also, I would hope that Oid gets his body fixed because he almost died there. So yeah, woohoo! Next time on Inquisitive Core or whatever.